What a game. What a thoroughly enjoyable watch. Liverpool versus Man City is still the best advert for the Premier League. It's still the best game that the Premier League has to offer. The entertainment from the first half, even at 0-0, you enjoyed watching that game. Two teams both going for the win, playing attacking football. City completely dominated the first half, and then Liverpool came out to play in the second half, and they dominated much of the second half, took the lead through a brilliant free kick from Szoboszlai. You are not stopping that. That's a worldly. Donnarumma, one of the best keepers in the world. He's not moving for that. He's not getting anywhere near that. What a strike from Szoboszlai, who's an absolutely perfect free kick specialist. He can hit them from far, he can hit them from near, he hits them with power, with curve, and this one was just technique. The technique was outrageous from Szoboszlai on that free kick for Liverpool to take the lead. But then City fought back. City then came out of their shell. They needed to get something from this game. They needed to win, and they came back fighting. Haaland flick on for Bernardo Silva, who runs in behind the Liverpool defense and slots it past Alisson. What a goal. What a fight back from Man City. Bernardo Silva was City's best player for me in this game, and he's been one of City's best players this season. Absolutely fantastic. He gives 100% game in, game out, and now he's even popping up with crucial goals and assists, right? This is his first goal of the season. Look at where it's coming at Anfield. He scored there before in that 4-3 victory, that thriller again in the past that we've seen against in the Liverpool versus City games, but he's come up with a very important goal now. And then Haaland slots away a penalty to give City the match-winning goal after a brilliant run by Matheus Nunes, who's also been one of City's players of the season, especially playing as an inverted or converted right back, to be specific. So absolutely fabulous performance by Nunes. I think City's defense was also very resolute in this game. Obviously, it took a worldie of a free kick to beat and to breach the defense. So I think it's a complete performance by Man City. I should say VAR got decisions absolutely spot on today. Well done to them. Congratulations to them. We always complain about refereeing decisions, but in such a big game with so much jeopardy, they got every single decision right. The penalty on Haaland, it is a penalty. A lot of people will say that Nunes does not have control of that ball. The ball is past him, right? But still, Alisson is late. Nunes gets the first touch before Alisson, and the keeper has come out and clattered into him. He's made a late tackle. It's like any defender making a late sliding tackle. It's always going to be a foul regardless of where the ball went. So it's the correct decision to give City the penalty. And also what happened at the end was kind of bizarre. I thought actually both teams would be fine with the referee letting that goal stand in the last minute so it can be 3-1 to Man City. But actually, according to the letter of the law, that's not correct, right? Why? Because although Szoboszlai fouls Haaland first and play on is given, Haaland commits a foul by pulling Szoboszlai, which stops Szoboszlai from actually stopping the goal. Szoboszlai is getting to that ball. It's not crossing the line if Haaland does not stop Szoboszlai illegally. So the referee can't let that goal stand because Szoboszlai is getting to it and he's been fouled by Haaland. But then you take it prior, Szoboszlai actually pulls Haaland first, which is a clear denial of a goal scoring opportunity because Haaland was getting to the ball and there was no keeper. Alisson was nowhere to be found at that point. So I thought it's actually a huge disadvantage for Szoboszlai to get a red card and be out for 3 games when Liverpool need him. He's been their best player. It's a big disadvantage to Liverpool. It's a big loss. Yeah, I just think it's a big loss. Although it's the right thing to do, legally it's the right thing to do, I just feel like sometimes as a referee, look at how the game progressing, think about, what's happening, and maybe apply your mind, the spirit of the game, and I think City were not complaining. They're like, just give us the advantage, it's okay. But I think legally, I should say, that was the right thing to do. Liverpool sit 4 points behind Chelsea in 5th and 5 points behind Man United in 4th. That's a huge blow for their Champions League ambitions. I think Ancelotti, I'm not so sure if Ancelotti actually stays another season at Liverpool. There has been talks of, a replacement manager, and there were even talks earlier on this season about him potentially getting sacked during the season. It's another loss for him, and it's at Anfield, and he's given Pep his first win at Anfield with fans, right? Pep has won, by the way. He has won that 4-1 in the title defending season for Liverpool, COVID season where there was no crowd. City came and smashed Liverpool 4-1. You remember that Phil Foden stunner. So Pep has won before. He's broken the curse, but he just hasn't gotten a win at Anfield with fans. So if it is Pep's last season, this is a very crucial victory. It's one for the history books. He struggled to get many wins at Anfield, and this could be the catalyst for Man City to go on a real title charge. The belief, you could see how much it means to Pep and the coaching staff and the players, and Haaland immediately when he scored. The mentality shift here might be insane, and we know City are a strong team in the second half of the season. We've seen it in title races. They've chased Arsenal from 8 points with only 10 games to go and won the title. And you know, last season, even though City didn't win the league, they finished with a strong run of winning so many games in a row. So that's the problem with City. They are a strong finisher to the league, and I think that's what Arsenal should be worried about. Yes, Arsenal did win their game against Sunderland 3-0, previous game against Leeds away 4-0. They are battering teams, but it's getting to a point where will pressure tell? Will they be able to handle this pressure, especially if City get themselves together? And a big win, a big win away at Liverpool is something to be proud of for City, and it's something, you know, it's a positive to take to say, okay, we are still in the 6 points behind with 14 games to go. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Arsenal have slipped up with a bigger advantage. So City just needs to be in touching distance with Arsenal, knowing that they also have the return leg. Arsenal will visit the Etihad, and that would be a huge 6-pointer game. So anything could happen at this moment in time. We have a title race. We still have a title race. It's not a foregone conclusion. And we know that Champions League is getting to the knockout phases. Both Man City and Arsenal have qualified automatically for that. So it will be big games for them, and how they juggle all these competitions is very important. We also know that Arsenal will face Man City in the final of the Carabao Cup, and both teams are also still in the FA Cup and could meet again down the line. So it is a Man City versus Arsenal season. It's turning out to be in England. What a fabulous game. Like I said, I think the referees got all those decisions right. Salah shouldn't have gotten a penalty for either. Firstly, the one with McGahey, the pull was a definite pull, was outside the box. But the touch by Bernardo Silva, I thought it was ridiculous for Mo Salah, who we should be honest about. We know him to be a diver. He goes down, he looks for penalties. He scored many penalties in his career, but we know that's a characteristic that he has. He goes down too easily looking for a penalty, and I think that was just a touch on the arm by Mo Salah, not enough to bring him down, and he was looking for the penalty. So overall, I think it was a fabulous game to watch, very entertaining. We saw some good defensive performances. I thought McGahey was outstanding. I thought Bernardo Silva was man of the match. Kosanov also, before he left the pitch, he was outstanding. And Liverpool also had some good chances. I thought Ekitike, his header should have been a goal, and that would have given Liverpool an early lead, but he didn't take it. And it's very weird because he's been on form. He's been on fire this season. He's also been one of Liverpool's best players, but it was not to be today. I thought Semenyo was poor though. I did think Semenyo was poor in this game. He's had a poor few games now for City, Semenyo, and I think he just needs to work on the other aspects of his game. Yes, he's finishing well, he's scoring, he has a few goals already in his Man City start. During his Man City start, he's made a brilliant adjustment, but I also think his all-round game needs to improve. His decision-making, trying to find Haaland, sometimes he's rushing the pass, sometimes he's delaying, right? So just improve on those decision making. Is the same thing that we literally criticized Doku on, and you can see Doku has worked on that this season, and he's gotten lots of assists for Haaland specifically this season. So yeah, it was a fabulous game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Two teams with a winning mentality, trying to win the game, going pound for pound. You had to enjoy that. Brilliant advert from the Premier League. What a game. And now City are only 6 points behind Arsenal. Big win. And I think if City go on and win the league, this would have been where it started. This would be the catalyst of the shift perhaps in momentum. But like I said, Arsenal won the game. All they have to do is worry about what they can do. And obviously, they're a much better team than Liverpool this season at the moment. It's very clear, right? So, yeah, what a game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Chelsea also won. Cole Palmer hat-trick, although with a few penalties. They are cementing their place in the top four. Liam Rosinha on low. Although he's lost against Arsenal, the both legs of, the Carabao Cup semi-final, he's had a lot of wins as Chelsea manager already, and even in the Champions League. So, it's not a bad start by him. I think I've actually been pretty impressed with the fact that he's able to get results. So yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a good league. It's a good top four race as well. Top five. The race for the Champions League spots are also in there for the European spots as well. Man United get a fourth win in a row under Michael Carrick, and the lad, if they win against West Ham midweek, they might let him finally get his haircut in about 2 years. The lad might get his haircut in about 2 years if United win 5 in a row, and it's looking likely. It's looking likely. 4 on the bounce. I think it's extremely impressive. Look at the opposition in there for Manchester United. They beat the top two. They beat Arsenal away, and they beat Man City at home. That's extremely impressive, and they've also beat Spurs at home, although Spurs did, go down to a red card. So yeah, very impressive by Michael Carrick. I think if it continues like this, he's surely going to get the permanent job. He's going to get a contract. I think Man United fans are up. Man United might be back, and they might finally also get back to the Champions League spots. And a word on Bruno, I think he is one of the best players this season, constantly popping up with goals and assists. The consistency that he has is amazing. Even after he comes back from injury, he's still contributing in the correct areas for Manchester United. Maybe he's even been freed. He's playing in the position that he wants. His goal against Spurs is absolutely top class. Look at him running in behind, staying concentrated, even though there's a player or players in front of him going to head that ball. He does not let that distract him. He puts his foot out, but he's directing the ball to go into the bottom corner. Yes, it's not necessarily a shot, but he's guiding the ball past the keeper. It's not a clean connection, but it's a specific connection that he needed to put his foot there. The keeper's going the other way, so he's taking it back to where the keeper's coming from. He's going bottom corner. That's top quality. That is intelligent. So yeah, Bruno has had a fantastic season for Manchester United. And I think that's all my thoughts on the Premier League so far. Obviously, you could go on and on, but then this video will be too long. But what an amazing game. Liverpool versus Man City. What a perfect way to end the weekend. Even as a neutral, you must have enjoyed that. Yeah, let me know what you think. Please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, this is Ikumele Nkune. I'm with KG Tato. Catch him on the YouTube channel. We are football. Please, we are football channel. Sharp.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
We'll be there. Do you care though? We will be there.